Tell us about your book, Thoughts of a Stripper. What's it about?
Well, the name of it is Thoughts of a Stripper, A Mother's Story. And it's about my thoughts when I was a stripper back in the... Well, I was a stripper for approximately 22 years. And back in the 70s, I wrote this journal of my intense thoughts. And it's an inspirational book. And it's just my innermost intense thoughts that I had back then. I didn't have anybody to talk to or anything, so when I got to feeling like I wanted somebody to talk to, I write my thoughts.
This covered a 6-year period, right?
Yeah, a 6-year period. So like I said, I was a stripper on the road for approximately 22 years. This is 6 years of my life. I traveled the burlesque circuit. It wasn't like lap dancing or anything back then. It was more like the Gypsy Rose Lee style, the outfits and the feathers and all that. And I raised you kids on the road most of the time with it when you were in boarding schools. We got to go to a lot of places. And it has pictures of my publicity shots and articles they wrote up about me in different towns, and my picture they put in the paper in different cities that I was in. It's real interesting. It's a book nobody else could write. It's unique.
Now, I think you say in the book with that you came face to face with your true spirit. You found it in the most unconventional way.
Right. I found my true spirit in the most unconventional way. Those were days that I would never trade for anything. We got to travel and see places we'd never got to see if I hadn't been a dancer. It was like being paid to be on vacation all the time. And I wouldn't trade those days for anything. I'm glad I did it. It's one thing I'm glad I did in my life. I'd still do it if my face didn't look like a road map.
Is there anything you're wanting to say about your book?
Well, it's a good book. It's worth the money. I think people should buy it. If you want to read something different, something unique, something that you'll never be able to buy anywhere else.
You're the only person that could write it.
Yeah. It's, I've thought seriously about not publishing it before because it kind of bears my soul back in those days. It's like I'm not naked with my body, but naked with my soul with it. But I think I should, because I think it's inspiration. It'll help other people some way. That's what I think. I think it's my contribution to the world in a small way. So I think it's my obligation to print it and try to get it out to the world.
Thoughts of a Stripper, my mother.
A Mother's Story.